What is up, Pisces gang? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. I'm so happy to have all the Pisces up in the house with me, up in the teacup. We are here to do your January 2020 love tarot readings for love, for romance, for passion. As always, guys, I welcome you to come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind, knowing that not everything I say will resonate with you in these general YouTube messages. Ultimately, it is up to you to discern the messages that you feel are meant for you, that are intended for you, for your best and highest good. Pisces, you are extremely intuitive. You should have no problem separating those messages that serve you versus the ones that you can release. Those are probably a message for someone else, okay? Ooh, bottom of your deck. I like that. King of Pentacles. Hello, Earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What else? Everything about this reading will be written in the description box below. That includes the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media. I am the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. As always, I ask for you to like, share, subscribe wherever you can. That helps me. That helps this channel a lot. Lets this video gain some traction, some support, so the messages can get out to those who want to hear them and who need to hear them. If you don't currently have a person, this could represent someone coming in your future or potentially someone from the past. We see that come through quite a bit. And if you are cross-watching on a Pisces, very frequently cross-watchers, the messages will actually be for you and intended for you. That's just how it tends to work in these readings. All right, let's see. One more shuffle here. I feel like I'm forgetting to say something. Happy 2020. Happy New Year. 3 more cards. Pisces in love. This is going to be middle of January into roughly middle of February. Energy is free-flowing. It's hard to put a timestamp on it. You guys know that. It's old hat. Welcome back to the subscribers. I appreciate you, and welcome to the newbies. I'm happy to have you. 2 more cards for Pisces in love. Pisces regarding love. All right. Got some Knight of Wands, like, wanting to be seen. There's gusto here. There's sexual passion. This person is thinking with their parts, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, you may have a Knight of Wands coming in at the end of the month. Maybe at the end of February. All right. Anyway, moving on. That was a random message. Let's hop into it. So bottom of your deck, King of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Protecting your family, protecting your riches, protecting your property, something that is quite valuable to you. You may be holding back on some sort of offer or not even that gift or talent that you're supposed to. This is like your other reading, your general reading. Check that out. You guys have an amazing general reading. Something you're holding back on sharing with the world that it's like, yeah, you're meant to put good out. I'm sorry, I'm getting the same message. I'll try for something new, but I have to read it because it's here. There's something like earth-shattering or earth-shaking, but it's in a good way. It's this kind of like light your fire, like, let's ride that pony, son. Like, it's really like, intense, passionate, fun energy. It's going to cause a wave. It's going to cause a ripple. And it is sort of like that pay it forward message of you do one kind act, you extend some sort of gesture, and that person takes that and does it to someone else. And it's like this chain reaction. It's leaving your mark on society. And yeah, committing to some sort of spiritual path. Some of you are looking for a commitment with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, you're looking for the King of Cups, looking for the King of Love, male or female, whatever you are. It's like you're looking for someone who's like a power player in the arena of love. Sorry, just choked on my air. You're either rejecting a Virgo or you are ready to be in a committed relationship. You're ready to leave singlehood behind. You may have a strong Scorpio in your life, a Scorpio who's a power player, someone who is very like paternal or maternal energy, parent-like energy. Even if it's not your parents, I don't mean to make this like a weird, gross metaphor. Even if it's your romantic partner, it's someone who nurtures you, someone who like wraps you in their arms, their angel wings, and it feels very familial. So even if you're dating, it's potentially someone you want to build a relationship with. All right, anyway, moving into your real reading here. You have the 4 of Swords, the Moon, and the 6 of Cups. All right. Yeah, so this is so cute. You're waiting to call somebody or waiting to reach out to communicate to. I am getting call. Someone from your past that you could absolutely see yourself growing old with. Oh my God, this is the cutest message I've ever seen. Pisces, stop it. I love it. All right, so this is your card, Pisces. I always like seeing your card come up. As we know, the moon talks about balance, but also intuition, your subconscious channeling messages. Also facing fears of the unknown. When in a dark sky, we walk towards the light, right? What we can see, with faith that things will become clear with time, with changes, with cycles of the moon, the sun to moon, right? The dawning of a new day. And it could be the opposite too. There may be a significant age difference in this relationship as well. Someone could have already like called you or communicated with you about, like a potential romantic partnership or commitment. It could absolutely be, with the Hierophant, the priest, the Pope, marriage, putting a ring on it. It doesn't have to be. If that's the case, if somebody reached out to you, you were resting on it, you were thinking about the communication back to them, how you wanted to approach it, and you might be hesitant to pursue this romantically because it may be your best friend. It may be someone that you've been with, through good times and bad, and you're nervous to take it out of the friend zone because you don't want to spoil the waters. You don't want to taint the waters, taint the well of like having your bestie by your side. There is something about this where you guys work well together. They're like the yin to your yang. Scorpio and Taurus are coming through very strong, so it may be one of those two signs, though it doesn't have to be. Yeah, you have double Scorpio vibes. 2 cards of Scorpio. And that may be someone's Venus, a Scorpio, or a Venus in Scorpio, depending on your birth chart. I don't know why that's coming through. I keep being called to say Scorpio. I don't know what that is, but maybe somebody out there does. And so some of you are not looking to hop into a relationship again because you're still kind of getting over a rough patch of some heartbreak. The Four of Swords comes right after the Three of Swords, which, is the card of heartbreak, sorrow, depression, feeling all sad and up in your feels. I think it's right that you are thinking this through with swords that denotes thoughts, like thinking it through, the headspace, the mind, intelligence, data, that sort of thing. You're holding back on communication, you're resting, you're potentially healing your heart because you don't want to rush into a commitment unless you can be absolutely loyal and stand by it. Stick to your word. A lot of you are hanging out with your friends, and it's like you're being social in a capacity, but not in a way where you're seeking romantic partnership, if that makes sense. So if you're going out to the bar with the guys, with the girls, with whoever, I don't think you're necessarily doing it with the intention of wanting to meet the next person, because quite frankly, I think there's somebody already in your life that kind of has eyes for you, or there's an equal sense of you both like each other, but you've never thought of each other. I'm sorry, guys, my camera froze there. So yeah, there's a mutual sense of you guys being a really good pairing, a really good partnership, but you've both never thought of each other in the romantic sense. But there's something about growing old together here. I think of that Adam Sandler song, I Want to Grow Old with You, and The Wedding Singer. And Drew Barrymore is Pisces, by the way. So yeah, maybe there's something to that. Maybe that song literally means something to someone out there. You guys might play in a musical group together, or something about music is something that you very much bond over. You have similar taste in music, or I don't know, you go out and do karaoke night together. You might write lyrics together. Something about you sing songs on the phone to each other, or when you leave, this is such a bizarre message, you leave voicemails to each other and you're either singing or you play your favorite song and that's the whole message. It's actually really cute. Six of Cups is one of my favorite cards, and actually it's another card of Scorpio. So for my Pisces single and looking, you have really good vibes with a Scorpio. And again, it doesn't have to be romantic. This could all be about a friendship. This could all be about, a family member. It doesn't have to be sexual romantic relationships. It's people you love, people you value, people you hold close to you. I am getting a duality of different people you could choose. There is someone who has struck your fancy, your interest, potentially a fire sign, specifically an Aries, where they're fire, they're magic, they've caught your eye, you're intrigued, they're beautiful, they're pretty, they're this, they're that, but they don't reciprocate. They're very selfish and they make you feel abandoned. They don't return your texts, or they just don't seem to notice you. That's one side of it. The other side of it is that someone has already has eyes on you, already has eyes for you, potentially a Gemini or a Virgo, or again, a Scorpio. Very heavy hitting cards for Scorpio. They would be more giving. There would be more reciprocity in that relationship. But it's either someone you've disregarded as, oh, well, we're just friends. That's not a thing. You might want to reconsider, again, the dawning of a new day. You might change your mind on that. So let's hop into your present here. So you have the Tower, the Emperor, and the Wheel of Fortune. So bam, right off the bat in your present, you have 3 major arcana. Heavy hitting cards, major life changes, major key players in your life. The Tower I see is another card of Scorpio as well. Yeah, I was saying the dawning of a new day, you might change your mind. That's what this has to do with too. The Wheel of Fortune, the turning of the tides, the changing of the guards, however you want to say it. It's progression. It's a wheel, right? It drives us forward and it's fortuitous. It's good luck. This can sometimes be the influx of money or destiny, fate taking a hold. Again, I'm getting very balanced Scorpio and Aries. That could be your parents. That could be siblings. That could be 2 people you work very closely with at work. Something about that dynamic is important. Like a three-person team. Scorpio, you Pisces, and Aries. I'm not sure what that is, but anyway. Some of you are still recuperating from the difficult situation of being let go from a job or being released from a project or just feeling abandoned in some capacity, but you dodged a bullet. It was meant to be. Again, the Wheel of Fortune came through because if you were never going to jump from this tower, and this tower existed on unstable ground, it was going to come crashing down eventually. So universe ushered in this change, this, again, destiny taking hold, because you were meant to make it to here. You were meant to wear your battle armor, to fight through, right, and become the emperor, right? The emperor builds an empire. If anybody can rebuild from the tower, a life-changing, earth-shattering moment, it's the emperor. Like, it forced you to step into your power. And I'm getting see things from a different perspective. It's almost like, it literally is like the way the emperor looks down on his kingdom, his subservience, those below him. And it has to do with a romantic partnership where, for most of you, it's not egocentric in that you looked down on them. It more has to do with the idea of you didn't look at them as a romantic partner. You overlooked them as someone you would have had feelings for. You wrote them off as, oh, well, that's like a friend thing. That's that. Like, there's something about changing the rigidity, I hope that's how you say it, the rigidness, the very narrow, very finite, very fixed perspective that you had on this relationship. It might actually surprise you. This is a really cute message too. This person brings out a childlike innocence in you, especially when you're in boss mode. Some of you are struggling, or not struggling, but very invested in your career right now. And it's sort of draining on your energy. So there's like almost like not subconsciously, but you don't realize you're giving off vibes that are a little bit rigid and cold and a little bit intimidating those around you. You're sort of like a force to be reckoned with, but what you don't understand is it's actually scaring off people. This is the type of person that like nudges you when you're overcompensating and trying to be all like, all buttoned up and very corporate and very businesslike and, shaking hands and that kind of thing. This person brings you back to reality, and because they know you, they know the real you, they know that, and there's nothing wrong with this. It's not superficial. It's trying to get ahead. It's being very business savvy. It's strategizing, But this person reminds you to have fun. They bring you back to reality. They remind you that, you know, money isn't everything, or like, you'll get them next time, tiger. That's what I mean. There's something very maternal or familial about them. If you grew up, they may have been your, like, or grew up together, they may have been your next door neighbor, like almost like your substitute brother or sister, which makes so much sense why you wouldn't hold them in a light that was romantic. I know this isn't for all of you, but that's the message that's coming through majorly in this spread. Even the idea of you overlook them, you look down on them, like this is your card, right? Very powerful energy here. You're more of like this, the traditional wolf, right? That's howling at the moon, singing its song. Again, musicians, something about communication, lyrics, the throat. That came through in your general. Guys, check out your general reading if you haven't already. This person is like, they're the little wiener dog. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? You don't hold them in the same regards you would as like a heavy hitter in the love arena, but there's something there, guys. Like, they are so loyal to you. They got you. They want to impress you. They want you to know that they're there. Like, you know, should you get tired, like they'll jump in and help you. Like, it's that kind of, it's cute though, and it's not in a way that feels overly needy or attached. It's not clingy. I think, and again, I'm not even sure this person knows that they have feelings for you, but if one person were to realize it first, it would be them. Slowly, this may develop into more of a crush for them. Again, major Scorpio vibes, and they feel butterflies. Oh, that's so cute. They feel butterflies in their tummy when they're with you. This is so cute, Pisces. I'm happy there's a cute reading. I never get cute readings. I always get the sad ones. What is this Tower card about? This person may have, I actually said something similar to Taurus, I believe. This person may have helped you recover from a Tower moment in your past. Losing a job, losing a loved one, being broken up with, being dumped, that kind of thing. I'm not necessarily predicting this. I'm saying that I think this person, again, served as like a very nice support system for you when you go through really difficult times. And again, those getting out of a relationship, particularly with a fire sign or an Aries, it was being presented as like the Emperor, a card of Aries, by the way. This structure wasn't meant to last. I'm just getting it was destined to go down. In terms of a romantic relationship, so take hope, have hope, knowing there was divine intervention there, because it's setting you off on a path to find your true person. And I will say, with the fixed zodiac signs, this is a card of Sagittarius, expansion, it's Jupiter energy, opening up your networks, the people you allow into your life, right? The 4 fixed zodiac signs are on this card: Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. Taurus and Scorpio, again, very heavy hitters, and Aries in this spread. You are being guided in the right direction. You just have to notice the details, notice the signals. So funny. This came out in Taurus's spread, and I talked tremendously about how this card feels very scorpionic to me. Yeah, your person may have very strong water in their chart. There's a need to let go of control. There's control issues here, either with your money and your finances, or your expectations of a relationship, of who you're supposed to be with, your type. If you have a typical type that you always date, they always look the same. This is asking you to expand your thoughts on that, because you're missing out on opportunities because you're so rigid, or so even the idea of religion, you're so traditional in how you're viewing what could be in terms of romance and partnership. There's opportunities trying to come to you, but you have to be open to receiving them. Yeah, there was a sudden or unexpected change in fate, in destiny, but again, with that crystal ball, it was meant to be. It was written in the stars. Something about Aquarius season, there's going to be like something comes to light where you see somebody in a new way, in a new capacity. Wow. Interesting. So you have the Tower followed by the Tower again. So how I said something about earth shattering, the changes you're meant to make in the world, the mark you leave in the world, it's It's life-changing, it's earth-shattering. Falls apart. Something about when your world falls apart, this is the person who catches you. This is in metaphor, the idea of an earthquake when everything's rumbling and you go to save your valuable possessions. This is the person who catches your fall when the crystal, right, whatever is breakable is about to crash and shatter into pieces. This person catches it. This person saves what can be salvaged. This person came to your rescue in some capacity. And this is, again, a super random message. That song, As the World Falls Down, it's in Labyrinth. That very, this like beautiful dream sequence, Dreams, the moon, where David Bowie is at like a costume party with Jennifer Connelly, whatever her name is. They dance and there's this romantic thing. There's that song, As the World Falls Down, I'll Be There for You. That song is important. I don't know if Labyrinth is their favorite movie. Maybe you guys watched that movie together. The idea of a maze, a labyrinth, working your way out. This person acts as like a guide. This person is like an earth angel that's like, yeah, it's like you two have purposely been put on the same path in life to help one another out, to help each other out. Whether you're male or female, I just want to clarify, this could absolutely be a same-sex relationship. This is just showing you like the progression of this relationship over time. Yeah, something is keeping you very trapped. Your way of trying to get out of this maze, the devil's keeping you there. The devil's keeping you stuck. So again, a metaphor of rising above to get a better vantage point, a better view as the emperor. You can beat the devil. Some of you may still be trying to get over unsettled emotions with a Capricorn that broke your heart. Or again, an Aries, if that makes sense, an Aries that stole your heart, an Aries that, like, yeah, in a lower vibration took advantage of you or made you feel used or lonely, abandoned you, ghosted you. Something about that put fear in your heart that you weren't valid or that you would never find love again, and that's just not true. But yeah, it's like this almost feels like a spiral staircase in your mind. You keep swimming through thoughts that are not helpful to you, and it's like you need to get a better vantage point. Something about you need to go to the uncomfortable places of your subconscious and recognize why these emotions are coming to the surface. And yeah, something about go out and have fun. Something about singing and music. Go dancing with your friends. Go do karaoke. Do something silly because it's going to make you feel alive again. More music depicted in this, by the way. We have some guitarists going down there. You are what is that expression? A prisoner of your own device. And there's some lyric about that too. Oh, that's Hotel California, right? That might mean something to someone out there. Maybe you met in California. Maybe your person lives in California. Maybe you're going to take a trip to California. Something about that is important. Prisoners of our own device. Something about you're punishing yourself and you don't need to. Not moving away from these uncomfortable thoughts of this unexpected tower moment that came crashing through your life. It's time to find healthy coping mechanisms of dealing with that and not just resting on it, not resting on your laurels and not making the effort to get out there and again, put good out into the world. Your light work, your magic, literally the magician. You're supposed to go out and like spread joy into the world when you're in hermit mode, you know, in any water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, in your little shell, in your nest, in your little coral reef under the sea, right? In metaphor, you're missing out on opportunities that are trying to come into you, and you're also denying the world of all these beautiful gifts that you have to offer. Again, psychic abilities, light work, healing of some kind. You're supposed to put yourself out there in some sort of practical way, even if it's just doing work that you enjoy. You might meet somebody that way, or Something about going out and being social allows you to connect with somebody in a new way that you previously had held back on or refrained from. There was a restraint in moving forward with some sort of romantic offer. And yeah, once something clicks, once you kind of step out of the comfort zone and expand your limits, expand your mind, expand your beliefs, expand away from tradition or rigid rules and structure, go out and have fun, right? Knight of Wands. That ushers in a really cool partnership with someone who is your soulmate. And if you haven't met them yet, if I'm talking about this whole friend zone thing and none of that is resonating, this represents growth in a relationship that is trying to come into you with passion, with verve and energy, with gusto, right? The Knight of Wands is Sagittarian energy. You have 2 cards of Sagittarius, by the way. This is someone who, again, reminds you to seek joy in your life. They remind you to go out and have fun, to go to the bar and ride the bull when, you're 3 beers deep. Like that kind of, there's a very youthful, fun energy about this. It feels like no matter what age you are, this feels like going out and doing things you would do in college, being kind of messy, letting your freak flag fly, doing things that maybe I don't know how to say this. I hate to use the word irresponsible, but if you're so buttoned up and so focused on being perfect, you're not allowing yourself to grow and thrive. You're closing yourself off to these really beautiful opportunities. That is almost the tower you've kept yourself in. You've built this structure and you're not seeing the light of day from it. You're keeping yourself in the darkness. You're not seeing the light. You're not seeing opportunities that are presenting. Because yes, someone has eyes for you or is going to. You've caught somebody's attention. But again, you're kind of in boss lady, boss man mode where there's an intimidation factor about you and they don't know how to approach you. They see you trying, going around this spiral staircase, this maze, this labyrinth in your mind. Part of it has to do with mending something from a broken relationship or a broken family or, again, an ex, someone who dumped you, someone who hurt you. This person is trying to guide you. This person is trying to call you out of that very dark headspace you've been in. They're trying to bring in some fun. They probably have very strong Sagittarius in their chart or again, Scorpio. This person feels very deeply and picks up on your energy and your vibe. That's what I was saying. When you're in a mood, when you are flustered or frustrated, this person is the one to come in and nudge you and be like, come on, let's go grab a coffee on me. I got you. That kind of energy. Hang out with this person more. They have good things to offer you. Okay. We'll throw some clarifiers on this and we'll wrap it up. For my Pisces in love. Take a couple. You great cards. Make sure you're investing in the right people. Don't keep pouring into a cup that doesn't pour back, that doesn't fill your own, right? You can't tap an empty well, and that has to do with romantic partnership. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Yeah. You also have growth, abundance, and service. Growth and abundance in new relationships. You have something very valuable, something somebody admires, and not in a materialistic way. You have a lot to give to the relationship, and again, golden opportunities. I'll be honest, money might be coming into some of you. With these cards, the Emperor, particularly those in a career field, money is probably going to be good. King of Pentacles as well. That's a side note though. This is valuing who is in your life and what you have in your life. And again, the seed you want to nurture and grow. And then service. As I said, there are valuable gifts that you are supposed to share with the world. And it does have to do with your empathy, your deep well of emotion, your easy ability to care, to give, to nurture. The same way this person does to you, Again, it might be someone you work with, particularly, I don't know if you work in an old folks home or if you're a nurse or some type of profession, a teacher, something with children, where you give in an emotional capacity. This person has that in common with you, which would make you a really good match. All right, last but not least, we will throw some zodiac signs on this for those wondering. What other zodiac signs want to come forth in this reading? Zodiac signs for my Pisces. For my Pisces in love, zodiac signs. All right. I feel like I had to fight to get those out. Virgo, you do have the Magician. Double Capricorn, which is the name of an album. Jason Schwartzman, the lead singer of Rooney, he must be a Capricorn. That's the name of an album. If you're familiar with it, cool. Maybe that's a message for you. If not, maybe listen to it. I don't know. Maybe there's something on there for you. Aquarius, and bottom of your deck is Sagittarius. Double Sagittarius. Okay. So yeah, Capricorn and Saggy may play a key role. You also have Aquarius and Virgo. And I'm going to reiterate again, very strong Aries and Scorpio as well. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what resonates, and I will see you very soon for more tarot.